Afternoon, guys. Say hi, Miles. Hi to everybody. Good boy. Yeah. Right then. So I am totally fucking shocked. Absolutely beyond belief, to be honest with you, at the amount of articles in the local paper and on the internet about animal cruelty, mainly dogs, to be quite honest with you. And I made some short videos, and they're not doing very good on YouTube, which I'm very shocked about, actually, because I really thought a lot of you guys would have at least showed me the love, and looked at the animal cruelty ones. No, not guilt tripping you or anything, guys. But seriously, wow, it's unbelievable what I've been reading and what I've picked out for this upload, and they've literally abused these, their pets, their dogs, literally because they want to. There's no other reason. Just because they feel like it, just because they can. We don't give them enough. We're not strict enough on the animal cruelty side of things. We're really not if it gets to court, they know they're not going to get, just going to get a slap on the wrist and a light tap at that. So the first sort of one that I've picked out, it's on the Sheffield Star website, but it was with its sister site called National World or something. And the RSPCA, they're appealing to get the information and the identity of this absolute monster, this evil monster, who is believed to live in Manchester. And he owned an 18-month-old dog called Chico. And it's a lovely, cute little crossbreed dog. It's like I wouldn't say it's black, but it's like a chocolate type, really dark chocolate. Lovely little thing. Well, it was. Now, the reason this evil thing needs finding is he dumped Chico in a disgusting and emaciated state. And the dog was that thin, every single bone was visible. So that's every bone on your dog. If you've got a little dog, like little Miles here, every bone, you imagine it now. You imagine looking at Miles now and being able to see every single bone in that dog. It wouldn't be ever thinking about, would it? So anyway, it was found in that emaciated state, and the RSPCA inspector said, and the vet, they was so surprised that a dog that thin was even still alive. That's how thin this dog was. But sadly, the vet had to sort of put him to sleep. It was what was kind. And then we've got a farmer. This is absolutely disgusting as well. We've got a farmer, and he faces jail. This one. He's yet to be sentenced. He's pleaded guilty. And wow, oh my fucking God, it's unspeakable acts. Yeah, please God, give me 10 minutes with this man. Okay, so what he did to his little husky called Daisy, he decided he didn't want Seeker to walk, because he's a lazy bastard, and he thought he'd tie it to the back of his fucking car. Yes, guys, you heard me right. Tied it to the back of his fucking car. Horrible bastard. Horrible. So, for 200 metres, while tied to the back of this car, so that's roughly, let me just have a look, because I've wrote it down somewhere. That is, oh, I love you too. That's roughly 55 seconds. This husky, Daisy, was dragged at the back of this car. Back of the car, let me tell you. And it was caught on CCTV, and the RSPCA have released it, so you can view it. Now, members of the public witnessed this, and they could not believe what they were seeing. I mean, could you? You imagine it. You imagine going to the local shop, and it's a quiet village where they're, in Bath somewhere, and you see this dog tied to the back of the van, back of the pickup, and it's being dragged. We're not talking. It's not, going 1 mile an hour. It's driving normally. and the dog is being dragged. Absolutely dragged. It's so hard to see, to watch the video. So they couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Motorists were beeping, flashing their lights, shouting. And eventually this farmer is stopped. And he pulled over and he was confronted by, onlookers, basically, witnesses, shocked residents of this town, of this sort of little village. Absolutely shocked they were. And this one woman, she says, I'll take it to the vets. I'll take it if you're not going to. And he turned round. This horrible man, this horrible human being. I mean, he's not a human being, is he? He's not. I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what to call him. This evil human being said, "It is my dog, and I will do what I want with it." Oh yeah, let me meet him. Please let me meet him. That's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list, guys. So he took this bin out of the back of his boot, lifted the bin out and put the dog in and drove away. So police was called. They turned up at this farmer's house on this farm. He was enjoying a lovely cup of tea, this man, and having a lovely haircut, having a natter with his hairdresser, and having his haircut. So the police said to him, "Where's the dog? It needs medical attention." And and he says, "I'm going to get my own vet." And because of the seriousness of what happened, they arrested him on suspicion of obviously animal cruelty. And he wouldn't tell them where the dog was. So 18 cops and a drone unit were dispatched. And they hunted all over for this Daisy, for this husky. And 2.5 hours later, they found her. And she was in a cow barn, so she was in a barn, Jesus Christ Almighty. These coppers, bless them, they got her in the car, and they blue lighted it all the way to the vets. All the way to the vets, they blue lighted it. And the injuries, both the back legs had skin loss down to the bone, guys. So skin loss down to the bone, let me tell you, down to the bone. Yeah. Then she'd got a broken, an open fracture on her foot. And this PC Natalie, I think she's called, she said it physically made her sick. And it's the worst she's ever seen. She went home that night and sort of hugged her own little dog. She struggled sleeping. She beyond belief, beyond absolute belief, and it's absolutely horrendous. What do you think this guy's going to get? Because I don't think he's going to get very much, if he does. I mean, I don't. And they only serve half the sentences, don't they? Like anything. It's unbelievable. But back to my rant about my shorts, my 2 videos that I put up. I made one, what TikTok sort of had took down. You guys on here have only viewed it 35 times. My own. I've viewed it 35 times. On TikTok, on our Miles' channel, on our Miles' channel, he's had it viewed 339. Then there was the one that's called, the thug who'd been jailed for animal cruelty. That's only been viewed 46 times on here. And on Miles' channel, on TikTok, it's been 439. Come on, guys, get and watch. Get it viewed, share it. People need to know that this is happening. Now, the rspca only have 408 frontline officers. And each day, cover a huge area. And on average, they travel up to 80 miles a day following these cases up. There is 51,505 complaints of alleged cruelty that were investigated and closed in 2021. There the animal with the highest number of incidents reported at 2220. So that's, what's that? Oh no, sorry, take that home, I forgot about that. The animal with the highest number of incidents that against it in 2020 was dogs, and that was 56,565. And the cats followed second, and they were not far behind, 55,667. Now, per week, they get 20,789 calls a week. They get 2,967 calls a day. They get 123 per hour, and it's more than one call every 30 seconds. Wow. What do we need to do as a nation? What do we need to do, guys? Whether you're crazy mad about your little dog, or whether you just, you've got a dog just for a guard dog, and you keep it outside in a kennel. I wouldn't do that. Each to their own, okay? But, wow. You still wouldn't hurt one, would you, guys? Oh, God, something's got to be in place, hasn't it? For little sentences, I know we're not sort of wanting to send people to prison in any sort of whatever crime they've done now. We are full, I know that. How about instead of sort of, when they have to get CS, I think we should send them to an animal charity to be closely monitored and worked with somebody to educate what fun and what love and what joy animals give you. Because I'm sure, people behave like this. It's got to be some people, not all, but out of the number of people who do abuse animals, some of them it's got to be lack of education. No difference, so to speak. Let's educate them. And fucking hellfire, and where the RSPCA are concerned, they've only got 408 officers. They physically have not got the manpower to police sort of everyone who gets a ban. So we all know if somebody gets a ban, they've already abused the dog. They're not fucking bothered, are they? They're going to go out and get another dog if they want one, let's be straight. So I think a team should be set up just for that alone. So you're not like you're not an inspector. So, it doesn't have to be as intense sort of exams and stuff. But you just go out and, you work your way through this list on a daily basis, going round and round in that area on who's sort of got banned from keeping dogs due to animal cruelty. And you go and check it out, and you go and see if, they've got dogs. Now, I could sit here and appeal to you all, guys, and everybody who's watching this, subscribed or not subscribed, to go over to the RSPCA website and donate or go and volunteer. You know that. You're not dumb. I'm going to appeal to the abuser. Why are you doing it? It's not... God. I imagine that you've been bullied. I imagine that it makes you feel like somebody big, and it makes you feel that you're in control of something. Now, the reason you need to feel that you're in control of something is because you've lost control previously. You've got to deal with whatever it was you lost control of. That dog did not make you angry. Something else in your past did. Pick up the phone, write an email, contact somebody. They will speak to you. It's something that I'm so strong about and I don't like. But if I thought somebody who one of you guys who does abuse animals contacted me, I would try and help you, educate you. Why are you taking it out on a poor, defenseless animal? You really are so daft. So daft. And it doesn't make you look good. And I also want to appeal to the people who know that it's happening and don't do anything. You need punishment. You are as bad as that person as well. If you know anybody who is abusing their animal in any shape, way or form, please just contact the RSPCA. It's a phone call. It's not grassing. Please do. Let me just sort of the number you would need to ring, I think there might be one for each area, but if you just ring this one, they'll put you through. 0300 1234 999. That's 0300 1234 999. Cruelty, sort of what, you can cruelty or neglect. Now, cruelty under the Animal Welfare Act is an animal suffering as a result of deliberate human acts, so like being beaten or repeatedly subject to a hurtful or fearful situation. Neglect is an animal suffering because its needs are not being met. For example, kept in a small cage, maybe not walked, or kept in a cage all day. And neglected. Neglect can be sort of unintentional. So if you know anything and where it's going off, please ring or just take the dog out of the situation and go and take it to the rspca. They don't really want you to do that, like to book dogs in the nose coming in, but I know they wouldn't turn you away. So please, guys, go over to the petition website, see if there's any animal petitions that you could sign. Please, guys, do your bit for me, please.